Ooh, Luigi. Welcome. Oh, I feel welcome. To what? To Luigi? Press. Start. Okay, fine, we'll press start. Yeah, guns have been fine so far. That would probably still take me a while to beat, but I don't think it's intractable. Hey, up here. You have to help me. I've been trapped in this stupid box my entire life. It's so boring in here. Please, help me out. See, I've played this before once, but very briefly. Very, very briefly. And it was during chat hacks, so stuff got weird. Look, there's your buddy Yoshi. He can help you out whenever you want. Come back here and get him if he runs away. Huh? I don't remember there being some sort of friction thing, but we'll see. Minty COCOASLIDE. COCOASLIDE. What is with the turns? Is this broken? I feel like I'm constantly on ice. I do not remember this hack doing this, but it's been a long-ass time since I played this hack. Like, clearly it's intentional because there's, like, the smoke animation. But it makes me feel like I'm constantly on ice. You know, Yoshi, on ice! Not the weirdest thing I've ever dealt with, but, you know. Luigi physics? I guess? I don't remember being given a choice between Mario physics and Luigi physics. But yeah, I guess Luigi is a little bit floatier, a little bit weirder. But I played this forever ago, so my memory is pretty slippery and we were doing chat hacks during it. I'm pretty sure we played with Mario. I'm kind of curious. But this is weird. It feels weird, man. Oh, and I just ate the... thing. Oh well, it probably wasn't important. Probably. And there goes Yoshi. Because I couldn't stop. It's really weird. Oh. Did I have a choice? Could I have chosen a different character? I'm gonna check something really quick by downloading this again. I'm mildly curious to see if there's like 2 patches. It's like, he has Mario in a lot of the pictures. Those are definitely Luigi fireballs. Yeah, I agree with you. That's something. I'm just gonna download it so I can look at the README. Yep, that's what happened. Okay, there's 2 versions of this hack. There's a Luigi version and a Mario version. Ah, man, this is a tricky one, because, like, the moderator in me thinks I should take the road less traveled. Because I'm fairly certain, I'd make a guess, that Amethyst played the Mario version. Unless she also took the road less traveled. Like, this is very much a game of braininess here. Which option did which person take? What's the line? Never something with a Sicilian when death is on the line? Clearly, I can't take the one in front of you! But yeah, my thing usually takes the first VPS it finds alphabetically, which is why we're playing as Luigi right now. I'm not certain I want to, though. Like, I find these physics very off-putting. I know there's a way for me to fix this, but I haven't used it in years. I think I just change an offset somewhere. Yeah, this ain't it, Luigi. I do find it very curious that there's just a second version of basically the whole hack with Luigi physics. Like, this is something I feel like people would generally do differently now. Like, this hack came out a while ago, so I can't really begrudge him at all. But, like, you would be able to switch between Mario or Luigi. I'm fairly certain there's some patches that could make that easier. I don't know. You know, there's a few different ones out there. If nothing else, you could borrow Circle Friendo's patch. I'm pretty sure that's public now. But having said all that, and having thought through this, I don't think I want to play as Luigi. So I think I'm going to beat this level, and we'll see about moving the other patch over. Yeah, I can't stop defying the laws of physics, the laws of gravity. Yep, that's a Luigi for you. Hotel Mario, Mario, Mario. I don't want to play Hotel Mario again. I did that once. Actually, that's a video that's going out tomorrow, is Hotel Mario. Okay, let me fix this up. Much better. That's definitely Mario. Yeah, I just wasn't ready to play through that with the floaty Luigi physics. I like being able to stop. It's an interesting idea, I just don't think I want to do it. As I said forever ago, I played this briefly because Xandro recommended it when we were at the end of a chat hacks. That's much better. Normal Mario physics. End of a chat hack session, I'm like, if someone tells me a hack to play, I'll play it with chat hacks, and we did this one for a bit. So I saw weird parts of the game, as in, like, non-contiguous parts that normally one wouldn't see together. But I never actually played the game in a straightforward manner, except maybe the first couple levels. I got teleported all over the place, Mario kept spinning everywhere. And this was pre-Project Carl, so a lot of this stuff was really fragile. I don't remember exactly who, but someone also set it up so it, you know, the basic Uber ASM via... It might have been Max. It might not have been Max, but it might have been Max. The basic Uber ASM to rotate you through all the power-up states, because that's what the default Uber ASM does for some reason. It's a noticeable effect, but it's not a nice effect. So the more you know. From way back in the day. Brilliant. I think I still have the VOD of that somewhere. But as I said, long, long time ago. And of course, that's one of the two things I want to accomplish this month. Do a chat hacks. Gonna sit down and... Actually, yeah, I needed to talk with someone about scheduling something else this month. And so once I know about that, hopefully they'll get back to me tomorrow. I'll sit down and put the golfing and chat hacksing on some sort of calendar. Probably the Discord event thingy. Because the other thing I want to do is, you know, actually beat Mario, Final Fantasy II, but that's not nearly as important. It's still kind of important. I'd like to beat it, but if it doesn't happen by the end of the month, I wouldn't ultimately be shocked. The game has weird pacing. Like, I'm not certain if I'm, like, in the middle of the game or near the end of the game. You know, having had the world destroyed by a sentient tornado. Where was the other... Oh, it was down here. Whee! Slopes are fun. But one thing I distinctly remember from the first time I played this... Oh, I need to die. Right, because midways. Desi knows? Of course Desi knows. I don't know, though. Not certain he would reveal it unto me. Okay, midway works. Always a good sign. Not surprised, honestly, that the midway works. Sounds pretty endgame? Yeah, it probably is. I'm probably closer than I think to the endgame, but like I said, that game's pacing is so weird it's hard to tell. 40. Let's see if it's still working. Yeah, it's still working. Cool. That means next time I want to set this up, it's going to be a humongous pain. Oh, yeah. I also remember this. Getting stuck in the mud, honey. Or possibly just regular mud. Hard to say. Boink, boink. Very satisfying. It's nice to play a standard normal that's just standard normal. Kind of aiming for that difficulty curve that you see in the original game. I guess the other, like, silly thing I want to do is, May the 4th is coming up soon, and so I was thinking about playing some Star Wars games. Downloaded one last time that I didn't get around to playing on stream because we took way too long with Yoda stories, honestly. I felt pretty dumb after that because I didn't realize there was a specific box I could have moved. But, is what is. Nope. So I'm kind of tempted between a few different things. Also possibly just do a redo of the Yoda story. Just one Yoda story, though. We don't need more than one Yoda story. I don't think there was a midway in this level. So I'm just gonna go along. Because they're not very long, these Yoda stories. Yeah, it was Battle Chess, Star Wars Battle Chess, specifically. Which I'm terrible at. I'm not good at chess. Yoda stories, and then I played Dark Forces for like 2 hours or 3 hours or something to round it up. Famicom Star Wars? No, I didn't. I definitely could shake it up a bit and not just do pure PC games. Last time I just did PC games because my setup was a little bit harder to work with back then. I guess not that much. Not by much. I guess the PC setup was actually pretty solid at that point. I get the feeling I'm going to regret having taken all these coins. I actually do own The Empire Strikes Back for Super Nintendo. I have a physical card of that. One of my cousins gave it to me for my birthday. But I was rubbish at it. I vaguely remember playing one of the NES ones, and it might have also been The Empire Strikes Back. But it was forever ago, in a different state. Right, Pink Switch Palace. Here it is. The thing's going to determine how good this moderation is. Oh, it's a complete failure. No yump. Power of the switch you have pushed will turn this into that. Your progress will also be saved. That game is quite interesting. The OG Famicom one. Like, I was mostly looking at PC and DOS games when I was considering my options. And the things that I'm heavily considering are Dark Forces, because Dark Forces is easy. But also TIE Fighter. I'd like to do TIE Fighter again, but I'm not certain my setup's good for it. I want to get out of this box so I can create some levels of my own. But something is preventing me from doing so. Help me, Mr. Mario! Yeah, I vaguely remember. It's, like I said, been years. By years, I mean, like, probably excess of 20 and change. But I've got it on there. I could give it a shot. Maybe the solution lies within that super huge castle on that flashing island over west. How's about you and me go check it out? Alright, sounds reasonable, disembodied voice in a box. That never goes poorly for people. Never, ever, ever goes poorly for people listening to disembodied box voices. And now we wait. Garfield game released in NES for Japan. Only in Japan for some reason? I think I've heard of it, actually. Is it a week of Garfield? Is that it? Because I vaguely remember such a thing. But yeah, there's an awful lot of like weird releases like that. Don't know much about Garfield, but they get an exclusive Famicom game. My guess is what happened was it was probably another game, and they just ended up buying the license cheap, and decided that after the sales in Japan weren't great, they weren't going to bring it over to America. Would be my guess. Like, licensing for games happens... licensing for arbitrary games happens more often than you think, where they're like, oh, yeah, I guess your cool original character isn't all that nice, but if we make it a Star Wars game, or a Garfield game, or a Batman game, then, you know, maybe kids will buy it. You don't know. Kids are stupid. So, sometimes it gives games new life, other times it kind of is the kiss of death for a series that someone actually cared a lot about. But it's a thing that happens. The game Toonstruck is basically kind of about that. Where, what's his name? Christopher Lloyd is really excited about his cool original character, Flux Wildly, but no one cares because he's supposed to be animating the Fluffy Bunny show. So he has to put up with the indignity of animating the Fluffy Bunny show instead. Until he gets sucked into Toon World and shit gets weird. Because it's an adventure game, and that's what you expect in an adventure game. Looks like Corpolites. Realize you were 10 minutes... Oh, I hate when that happens. Yeah, I don't know if you're using it, but Franker Z-Face has a nice little interface for that, so you can see when that happens. Because I hate it when it happens to me. Like, when I'm rating someone, and it's like, oh yeah, you're 10 minutes behind him now. It's just a bit weird. I don't know if the Japanese people like Snoopy. You never know. Things can be popular inexplicably popular in Japan. Okay, cool, no scroll. Makes my life easier. We've already beaten the level, so I'm just gonna womp, womp, womp my way to success. And by beating the level, I mean done everything we need to do in this level. Pat-shaped hole. Straight up just infinitely buffers them. Ah, I hate that. FSC kills streams for you? Oh, that's weird. That is something I've never experienced, but I'm also a lot closer to all of Twitch's servers. It's in the box. Remember, dude, a red dotted level will have 2 exits. Are you cool enough to find the secret exit without a guide? Yeah, maybe. We'll find out. Got a pretty good history of this. Outside of, like, aggressively and cruelly hidden levels. Bonk. See what's down here. Just something to let us know that we'll be doing this. What is in the pink block? Oh, it's just a mushroom. Okay. Less... Ow! Exciting. I guess I'm getting another mushroom. And these are actually solid, not semi-solid. That's a surprise to me. I was expecting those to be semi-solid. Yeah, it just keeps spawning and despawning. I'm not holding that one against them. Intriguing. Ah, there it goes. Said the same thing last time. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's exactly what I would say about Franker Z-Face. Or Franker Face Z. I saw a fancy pipe. It's in the box. Ah, just coins. Skill issue. Lego people think the cape is broken because you fly over levels, but you don't know how many levels little kids play and even know how to control cape. I think I figured it out pretty quickly as a kid. In retrospect, I probably should have hit the box before doing that. Control the trail of coins with the direction pad. Don't let it run into anything or the fun will stop. The fun will never end. Count to the funnest number. Yeah, the fun didn't last all that long, honestly. I'm not a big fan of coin snakes. Something about this room is making me think there's a secret, actual secret here. But I don't think there is. Did figure out pretty quick. Raccoon and All-Stars, which you played before, yeah. Now, one of my, like, stupider moments in being a kid and trying to figure out things was in Sonic Adventure, whereas since I played the prior Sonic games, I thought, oh yeah, in order to make Tails fly better, I need to be mashing A. When in Sonic Adventure, you just need to hold down A, and your life gets a lot harder when you start mashing. There's absolutely no reason to try mashing in Sonic Adventure. I I'm glad that you're counting to the funnest number. Let me know when you reach it. I'm also not entirely sure what the funnest number is. I think it's 7, at least in the cartoon. I shouldn't have done that. There's probably a P-switch around here. Yep, that's where the secret is. If I used the P-switch for that instead, I could have escaped that way. Good to know. Probably going to be worth it to use that for midway testing. Or I guess I could use the spring that they just gave me for that. That would also work, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Would there be... there would be secrets. Name 3 fun numbers. 69, 42, 34. Yeah, 34. Okay, fine. I've always been a 37 man myself. Dumb in other games? Yeah. It's easy to do. Just a simple, small amount of ignorance. Not a bad thing, just a thing. I get the feeling that the secret here might actually take me to the Switch Palace. Given I wasn't planning on dying here. In retrospect, I should have jumped if I wasn't planning on dying there. RPG named, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. You played with the English translation patch. Your first playthrough, you played the whole game without knowing you had an armor upgrade system, and fought the final boss without armor. Oh my. Well, at least you got your money's worth. Sounds like that would have been challenging. Oh, man. We'll come back to that one. Got to do some candy cane climb. The game was much harder. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Self-imposed challenge run. On accident. This looks so much like that one level from Star World. I kind of wonder if it shares level IDs. Not that it's a bad way to go, but it just looks so much like it. Oh look, it's a face! Like the thing. Oh. I'm trying to think of like where like one small bit of ignorance would make a game so much more difficult. Like Final Fantasy VIII, if you don't understand the junction system, you're not going to have a good time. But like you get really good benefits from the junction system pretty quickly, so I have to imagine most people would figure it out with a fair degree of promptness. I don't remember seeing a midway, so I don't think there was one. An attack at that point that lowered your HP at a critical low level. Low HP. The game works, there's no numbers you had to guess from the text and animations. The character look like dying. Basically attack twice in a row without healing. Straight up kill you even on max level. Oh my. That does sound a bit more challenging. They're both vertical and they both sort of have this cage. That's not all their... Look, they both have green beans. But yeah, it's probably unfair to say they're the same level. Which is definitely not what I'm saying. I just think they have some similarities, and I would not be ultimately shocked if one started as the template for the other. But it ain't like I'm rejecting it for that. This hack's been on the site for God knows how long. And I have to literally look it up. And I don't want to. I've got this triangle to look at. Having difficulty using Go-Go in FF6, you didn't realize you could quit commands other than Mimic. Ah, that's fair. That one's kind of tricky. Alright, see you later, Evil Ghost. Green beans and candy canes. 2 great tastes rolled into one. Yeah, I don't think I want peppermint in my green beans. That background's weird. Like, I can barely see it, and it sure is scrolling away. Even finding Go-Go in Final Fantasy VI was a challenge, unless you knew what you were doing. Sugary slide? Oh man, we gotta take the sugary slide. I'm just gonna hold down and see what happens. Oh. The yellow vortex levels are short, sweet, and have an awesome surprise at the end. Okay, we'll go up the cake. This cake looks fun. I think I understand the gimmick of this level, if I had to make a guess. Boing. Right. Shame you don't have the ability to slide a la Mario 3 and actually get 1-ups from it. Whoa, nice find! This green sphere will let you save your game wherever you want. Ah, I understand now. I think. Maybe. Also, in the final fight against the last boss in Gaia much harder. Won't say something because Pat might get the game eventually. It's true. It's true. It might eventually happen. Alright, well that was an exit. Using a guide, but either the guide didn't explain the equipping commands, you glossed over that part. It's an easy thing to miss. I will grant you that. Easy thing to miss. Because, you know, you basically never go to the status menu in Final Fantasy VI. It's not a very useful menu. Like, in other Final Fantasies, status is kind of important to look at things and understand what your characters are doing. But 6, that is almost never useful. Though they did add some, like, nice little, like, bonus things you could look at. One of which was, like, what was it? You could see the elemental affinities your characters had, which could be useful if you didn't know what your equipment did. But that also required pressing arbitrary buttons on the status screen, which wasn't necessarily intuitive. So, the more you know. Did you know you could throw frozen enemies in Link to the Past? They deal pot damage to enemies if thrown against enemies? Oh! Absolutely not. I did not know that. What's up, Pawaluta? How you doing? What's that emote? Very snuggy. Sweet, sweet castle. I like those small interactions. Of course, the king of small interactions in RPGs is NetHack, where everything has weird interactions. But my personal favorite is, I think, is the cursed scroll of gaining a level, which makes you go up a level vertically. Very silly stuff. I keep hoping they'll finish the tasks of NetHack, but it's been like, God, 16 years in the making now. It's something ridiculous. Ever since they got rudimentary ability to task DOS games, they've been working on it, and they keep finding new things and having to redo big chunks of their tasks. I don't think it's ever going to happen at this rate, sadly. Why in the world did I decide to sit my ass on that pencil? That was a really dumb move. I have a dumb idea, and we're going to try it out. Oh, what? Okay. Well, the game actually wanted me to do that. Didn't see that coming. So did I, like, skip a part of the level, or is this a bonus level? Because really what I thought would happen was I'd just, like, be knocked out from the stage. Oh, that's kind of cool. There is a secret! Oh, man, I feel smart all of a sudden. I am happy to have found this. Going to Star World? Whoa, man, are you sure? It may look nice and all, but it's pretty difficult. I'm not actually going to Star World. No, I'm just taking the key with me. We'll do Star World later. We don't need to do it right now. Finish Leave the Past, you went to look at an editor, toy around, but it turned out it's way less friendly than Lunar Magic. I mean, that's true of basically every editor out there. Sharing obscure facts, so go for it. Quick run of Kingdom Hearts 2 actually has iframes. Oh, quick run. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's not something I would have expected. Like on startup? Curious. Very curious. Z-Scream is the best editor for Link to the Past, but it's not perfect and still in beta. Interesting. Is that a newer editor then? Because, like, just in general, most editors are not as friendly as Lunar Magic, and Lunar Magic ain't that friendly. You can get your rudimentary edits on pretty easily, but once you want to really learn things, you have to learn like the secret passcodes to make certain features work, or change the date on your computer, or whatever other weirdness Fusi has snuck in there. Well, despawned that. Not sure I really care that I did that, though. And beyond that, all of the, like, random tooling you can do. Like, there's a lot of big options. But it's still fairly friendly as far as editors for games go. But editing in game, just game editing is hard. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I saw a midway yet. Good, I just need to find that dragon coin and bail. Actually, I'm going to start select, because since I already beat the level, I suppose. Once I find the dragon coin. Found it. Well, that could have gone better. Halfway distance travel gives you 5 or so. That is really weird. Still Garbo and dodge rolls 100% better, but it has application. In the LW fight? Okay. It's the youngest Link to the Past editor? Oh, that makes sense. Hyrule Magic is not good. Has the best chance to corrupt your hack. That's always fun. Nothing quite like something that will just break if you use it. Lazy shells like that. There's been a lot of momentum on the Mario RPG Rando right now. And people are using Lazy Shell to edit sprites. The in-game character sprites for Mario and stuff. But frequently it's just breaking the ROMs, and so they have to go back and try to salvage what they can or move back to older editions. And that's just changing the character sprites. Like, it's kind of amazing. But it's a much more difficult and complicated game than SMW, to be fair. Grab the purple blocks and toss them at the Big Boo Guardian 3 times to defeat it. Got all that? Good. I believe in you! Alright. It's a Boo fight. I was saying Boo earns. Alright, I failed the first throw. Unnecessary HDMA effect. Unnecessary palette swapping effect. I guess it could be color math. There's a lot of ways you could do that one. There's a few different ways you could do it. Making the palette redder is probably just the easiest one, though. Very obscure fact. Double jump has block frames on the first 10 frames of the wind-up. Oh, that's interesting. Not what I would have expected either. But kind of a kindness, because I think you're kind of stuck on when you start the double jump. Boy, that world was delicious, huh? Hope our red hero doesn't end up with diabetes. He also found an egg. What? Is he gonna eat it? Let's follow our friends to the next world. And off we go! Ocean Interlude. Oh, lovely. Nothing I love more than a water level. And the jellyfish. The Mario 3 electrical jellyfish. Good job making it through the yummy castle. There are 6 more before we reach the final castle. I wonder if there are any shortcuts. Already found one. Already found one. See, in other hacks, a hole like that in the ceiling probably would have been an indication that they had messed up, but not in this one. Not in this one. Now let's go Fire Flower for a bit. Fix the bug you found. You can return to make your Z3 challenge hack. Oh, nice. Nice having developers that are still working on it. Is it open source, out of curiosity? And open source is often the case of, often a place where software goes to die. But it does have its benefits. Other stuff that's less obscure and more so open secret mechanics. That I'm not surprised about. That's a frequent thing that happens in a lot of games where just you have to kind of earn learning the mechanics. You know what? I'm curious. Nope, you cannot swim out of bounds. Yeah, feel free to. If you think they're interesting, go for it. It's a water level. I have plenty of time. Yeah, as with most things, I wouldn't mind going back through and doing Kingdom Hearts again, especially since I think Kingdom Hearts 3 got, like, DLC or something. It hopefully made the ending less silly. I wonder when Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna come out. Said the man who fully expects that it may not come out in the next 10 years. That is pretty comfy. How you doing, Silver Fox Flame? This is a classic ROM hack. I want to say, like, old, legit, not like legit old school, but fairly old school. Let me take a quick look. Said I was going to look at how, wasn't going to look at how old this was. Version history. This hack goes back to 2014 at least. So it's pretty old school as far as hacks go, since most people think about most hacks that were made post, like, 19 or so, I suppose. I didn't get hit. I'm very happy about this fact. You know, they're the same as floating munchers, but they have some more appeal, really, these guys. I do appreciate them. I think I'm safe. I'm not safe. Mistakes were made. You want to go on and get in that pipe. After getting whatever this is. Old school hacks are from before 5. Yeah, fair enough. How you doing, Max? Guess what? Super Demo World? Like, what are, like, the oldest hacks? I kind of want to look that up now. Mildly curious. Mildly. At least compared to most things I moderate, this is fairly old. Widely known, but you mentioned anyway. Every boss has a revenge value. Every time you hit a boss on a combo, it adds a bit to the current revenge score. Combo finishers or add more. Limits and magic add a weird amount to the revenge score. If the revenge score is higher than the revenge value, the boss will break out of your combo with a species retaliation attack. Species retaliation attack? Like a tiger? Special. Oh. You know, the thing is that I would have totally believed that species attack kind of makes sense, because, like, it specifically targets Goofy. Why not? You know? Just something I could see working out that way. This attack hurts all duck-type creatures on the board. Something I could see happening. There's the last Dragon Coin. And I probably should have done that before. I need to die anyway. But no, that kind of makes sense. You don't want, like, them to be stuck in infinite combos, and so having a system that gets them to break out of it makes sense to me. Enmity is a decent way of doing that. And having it be a little bit random probably helps it feel a little bit better in terms of how you're playing it, so it doesn't always feel the same way every time, especially for more casual players. And in fact, it might make a difference when you're fighting that dude who's on the bridge. It was such a pain in the ass, from what I remember. And then there's the one where you have to fight 5 million water clones. Really didn't like that fight. Didn't like it, like, in 2007, didn't like it, or 2006, and I didn't like it in what, like 2018? Certain magic limits that don't add to revenge value if you don't finish it. Final form for ALGAE adds 0 revenge, unless it's a finisher. Huh! Wonder if you can swim under the pipe wall in the overworld section. You know, I thought about that. I actually tried doing that in a secret area earlier, but the answer was no. I believe that. Above ground. Okay, you know what? Why not? I think the first pipe that took us around there was pretty... Or I guess it wasn't actually all that early. There's no reason to do this, but I'm kind of curious. This hack is basically like it's been accepted once already this month, or last month, so I'm not going to end up rejecting it, I'm certain. And I probably should read the FAQ to see exactly what they changed to make sure that I'm actually, you know, hitting that surface. Some of these levels seem oddly familiar, but that's mostly because I have played a little bit of this before, but it was very non-linear. At least I can say that's old school chat hacks. Way back when. Way back when. Well, that wasn't smart. I did test the midway already. Is there a power-up in here? Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, fish. I didn't want that mushroom anyway. But out of curiosity... Yeah, no. I think that by the time you clip under it, there's the death plane. Ars Arcanum adds ults for adventure score, only if it used the final hit of it. Interesting. Understand if you want to, like, use the cape to just fly through this entire level. You'll miss some secrets, though. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on flying through the entire level, but, you know, now that you say it, I kind of want to. Be confident, dude in box. It's probably an okay level. I also don't have a cape, so I couldn't use the cape to fly through it if I wanted to. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty well-made hack from what I recall. What little I played of it way back in the day. It was definitely held in high esteem by certain peoples. Including Xandro, whose tastes I would definitely trust. Whatever happened to him? I saw him, bizarrely enough, I saw him in a video, mentioned in a video. There was the most recent commentated Penoke, or whatever his name is, the Parallel Universe guy. And one of the people who had donated bits to the channel that was hosting, waiting for the pendulums to crash the game, was Xandro. One of those, like, small world things. But that had been running for months and months, so I have no idea when Xandro had actually done that. It was still interesting to see his name pop up. Thank you, that one. Oh, there we go. Pipe. That was silly. It would have made this entire part a lot easier. But yeah, I didn't actually expect him to make another commentated video, given all of the issues he had had with the first one. Glad he finished up. It was interesting. Yes, and also, like, in terms of interesting things you could be reading. ISOFreeze, aka the person formerly known as Dots Are Cool, has been doing some weird one-off Mario World, like, interesting trivia facts in the interesting code trivia facts on co-host. If you're not looking at those, you might want to. They're interesting. He's also Retro Game Mechanics Explained. That's his YouTube channel. But the more you know. He sounds like an AI. Oh, do you think he was playing the long con? Was like, no, I'm not going to do this, but I will train an AI on my voice. And use that. Because that'd actually be pretty impressive. In the future, Summoning Salt does this too. Everybody does it. No one actually commentates their own videos anymore. They just use the AI voice. Oh, it's a good channel. So yeah, if you're not catching his co-host stuff, I recommend checking it out. It is a social network for interesting people. But you don't have to register to read anything, so... Oh, crap, I wanted to test this other pipe real quick, and I made terrible decisions. Alright, well... I'm gonna need to go back anyway. Collect that. Let's try this again with hopefully a little less failure. Always let it have a jump or two. Don't think I'm going to be getting a 1-up out of this one. Oh good, I didn't hose myself. I kind of expected it to go this way, because typically muncher runs give you more, you know. You have to go through at least 1 or 2 cycles of them. And make sure you hit the boxes. And moderation speed makes this a little more challenging. Oh, I might actually get a 1-up here. Let it, just lead it a bit. This is a long-ass muncher run. This is not what I was expecting. Oh. I guess this is the secret exit. I'll take that. Lost all interest with that last video. Yeah, it was a pretty niche subject, the thing. The pendulum thing. I prefer just subtitled videos, just because I can get through them a bit quicker. But I generally prefer reading to watching if possible. Just makes things a lot faster. The ability to skim properly. One of the most important skills you can learn in academia and business is learning what exactly you need to read all of, and then proceeding to only read the parts you actually need to read. You know, you start at the beginning, and then you go to the end, and then you go back to the middle, and then you look at all the graphs, and then you actually read the damn thing if it's actually still interesting after all that. Or academic paper reading in a nutshell. Already done that. Get the midway. To find the dragon coin. Oh wait, hold up. Never mind. Didn't already do that. There was a dragon coin in this pipe. There wasn't a dragon coin in this pipe. Ever watch Some Guy? I don't believe so. Definitely not one of those that's on my, like, subscription lists. And I keep my subscription lists kind of short, so things don't get lost. Because YouTube already doesn't want to actually show you all the videos that you're subscribed to for some reason. Gotta ring that bell. But it's very possible I've watched a video of his in the past, I don't know. Been seeing them on YouTube, just subtitled videos. They play random hacks and have amusing text-only commentary. Okay. Yeah, I don't generally watch people playing hacks on YouTube, except for Juz. I like watching Juz get trolled. Even then, I actually do skip forward a decent amount when he's being trolled repeatedly in the same way. Yeah, I publish a lot of SMW stuff on YouTube, but I don't watch very much. Probably something I should consider. Sub to you? Sure, Fries, why not? Where is that one friggin' coin? Kind of felt like this level was over like 4 screens ago. I was gonna use that to fly. I may have made a bad decision there. It's probably up here. I didn't even mention flying, missing some secrets. I bet there are secrets you can only find if you're flying, and I just did something stupid. No, this is fine. I wanted to test the midway anyway. I'm gonna fly to it. It won't take very long. Give the Twitch money. Like watching for the occasional tool-assisted guys. Oh, those are kind of fun too. Birthday 2. Oh man, I don't know when he's gonna do that. I'm kind of curious what his actual cadence is. Or like how long it takes between playing something and actually showing up on his YouTube channel. Because I know for me, it takes a while. And some of his streams, you know, are cut up into multiple YouTube videos, which isn't generally how I've done things, with a few minor exceptions. And so it might be a while, unfortunately. Oh, I thought you meant on YouTube. Subscribing on YouTube is just like, I pressed a button and now I see your videos. You meant on Twitch. You'll manage? Okay, I'll avoid it. Unless I really want that Paddington Bear with a gun emote. Pretty much all the people I sub to are either because I really like their emotes. It's pretty much just because I like their emotes. Like, I got Juzz. I got ROM Hack Races because I like ROM Hack Races, and I hope that they put those funds to good use for something in the future. Really, they should purchase Turbo for whomever is doing the OBS side of things. And I think they did at least once. But I'm certain there's enough subs to justify that in their budget. Monotone Tim, because I've been subscribed to Monotone Tim since Monotone Tim got monetization. I do love my Tim BBQQT. Alright. So there was something up here. Something not terribly worth going up here in the sky for. Let's start select so we can test that. For Juzz, about 2 weeks. Oh, interesting, okay. Yeah, Juzz does... I guess does Juzz stream less? There's a tongue twister in there for someone. Starts with does Juzz. Alright, which way do I want to go? I like secrets. Let's go forest. Nothing like some good old Mario 2 musics. Alright. Didn't expect the second pipe to take me somewhere. I could use this to do the 255 glitch, but I feel no reason to do so. Intriguing. I guess this is like a mandatory cape section? Odd. But, okay, well that was an exit. How many exits I got so far? 12. Considering I spent, what, the first... well, probably first hour? No, probably not that much. Testing for Faro, that's not terrible. Pipe Dream. I think that's an actual level. Let's go play the actual level first. Get Forest Flood entirely out of the way first. Really glad I held onto that cape. It's another one of those, like, one-off, if things I want to do at some... random things I might want to do at some point. Go and play the back through Mario Bros. Mario 2. It's like, I'd like to be good enough to beat Return to Subcon, and subsequently Return to Subcon 2, and I think I really, when I last played, got past the hard part. What was it? It was a, like, 4-2, 4-3, whichever one. And then I just kind of got bored and wandered off. But it wouldn't be bad to finish... What? Key. Okay, so I guess I need to find a key now? Is this a 3-exit level? I don't think 3-exit levels were possible in this... before a more recent version of Lunar Magic. I mean, I assume that you could do them with, you know, enough ASM trickery, but I don't believe this person did. Like, so far everything we've seen here is pretty vanilla-esque, right? I guess there were the sticky blocks. Ooh, Hacker's Dream. Does that work on console yet? Because if it doesn't, then that might not be the best move for me. I found the key. I guess maybe that was just a shortcut? If you had cape? Curious. Another mechanic in Kingdom Hearts 2. Sort of hidden, but really... I'm aware of anti-form, yeah. If you use the forms too many times, you turn into a shadow critter. Ah, okay. It's supposed to be one of those confusing forest levels. Everything makes sense now. I think I just need to die. Can I die here? No. Not easily. In fact, I think if I saw correctly, there's actually just munchers on the ground. Oh, no, there's actually just ground on the ground. It's actually mildly annoying. Oh, time to die. Not yet? Okay, I'm safe then. Went back to your Link to the Pack challenge hack, and they did indeed fix the bug. Oh, nice. Eh? Was there not a midway? I thought I saw a midway. Well, gotta do this one legit then. Not that I was trying to, you know, clone the block or anything. Not what I meant to do. Need fire flower as well. That's good to know. But I've got too many, like, random things I want to do. I probably should just focus on, like, one or two and actually get them done. I was kind of considering at some point in this month doing the other weird environmental disaster discovery game. Had a lot of fun with the first one. You know, aside from the somewhat irritating ending, but we have a solution to that now. We can go most slow, if need be. But there are other priorities. Need to stop doing that. Go at moderator speed. Yeah, I guess I didn't see a midway. Still odd that they would buoy it up that way with the two of them. Just in case. Like, it's such an odd little obstacle to have here. Or non-obstacle, really. Yeah, part of the problem with me playing Mario 2 is that I'm so used to the Lost Levels version. Or not, All-Stars version. Eesh. You know, I wondered what the purpose of the springboard was once I spawned the music block. I'm glad I found it. Amusingly enough, you have to have both of the different power-ups to beat this level. The two different ways. If this takes me to a Switch Palace... Interesting. Funky Formations is tempting. Yeah, let's do that. What's up, Matt? How you doing? I'm playing This Hack Needs a Name for the second time ever in my life. The first time was a very long time ago. Oh. After I did some testing and moderated another hack, which I actually just accepted without any problems. A little bit of slowdown, probably will advise them to turn on fast draw, but because it's a demo, I think it's pretty much fine. This is fine too. I hope it's saved recently. This might be painful. Well, recently-ish. Not the end of the world. I've already checked all the important things here. So, actually, what you're probably supposed to do is take the springboard all the way back to the beginning, is what the intended solution was, but spin flying works just as well. The more you know. Maybe I'll pick a different level this time. Midway would cheapen it. Recently enough for it to be funny and not painful? Yeah, I'd say it was about there. Like, when I'm not doing the moderating thing for some of these levels, it doesn't take all that long to beat them. Like when I'm not checking every pipe, when I'm not trying to get all the dragon coins, I'm not hitting every single block. Like, this was pretty easy. I just need to grab that. Grab and go. Alright, here's the math behind it. Use any form that isn't final form. Your anti-points increase by 1 unless one of your party members is knocked out. When you get a new form, it gets reset to 0. If you go to anti-form, it's subtracted by 5 -10 for final form. Certain boss battles have multipliers around those points. Mission battles, organization 13 battles, times the arm. Okay, interesting. 1 to 5 points has 10, and 10 plus has 25. Okay. Yeah, I think I never saw anti-form when I played through it either time. And part of that was because I just never used the forms. And I know, like, you should, but I've never played Kingdom Hearts in the most efficient manner. I just want to smack things with a Keyblade. I don't want to do any... Don't want to cast spells, don't want to do anything. I just want to smack critters with my Keyblade. And using the forms would probably have made it easier to smack some critters with a Keyblade, but that being said, I still didn't do it. Madden. John Madden. It's just true. It's more fun that way. I mean, even when I was talking to my sister about, like, Kingdom Hearts, that's the way she wants to play it too, usually. Oh, right. I don't need to come all the way over here. I need to go through the second pipe? First pipe. Forms are half the fun. Yeah, I probably should have exploited them more. They added so many mechanics over the years in Kingdom Hearts. The forms were just one that I just didn't feel the need to mess with. Kind of like you go all the way through Kingdom Hearts 3 without using any of the attractions, which were such a great mechanic they added. Truly one of the most brilliant ideas to come out of Squaresoft in the last 10 years. Limits and summons. Yeah, I don't think I ended up using summons ever. Is it one of them like Chicken Little? I don't like Chicken Little. Mushu I'm okay with, though. Mushu's fine. Smacking, limp forms, limits, and summons. 4 halves. It adds up to 2. It's Kingdom Hearts 2. See? It makes sense. Balance achieved. Interestingly enough, I think I saw a bad slope tile over here, and I'm kind of tempted to investigate. Yeah. It's a thing that happens. I don't check every single one, but if it catches me, I generally look. I never looked at that. The readme. Luigi's fireballs not being correct color in certain areas. Oh dear lord, I don't want to do that. Add a secret star chamber areas. Oh, that's interesting. On to minor level edits / fixes, including removing the hurt blocks in something that was supposed to be there. Okay, nothing too important. The Luigi fixes, I'm not verifying that. Dear lord. Trying to play as Luigi is hard mode. But not the hard mode I want to play. Is that just an aesthetic pit right there? Yeah, it's just an aesthetic pit. Reminds me of the one in Commander Keen where you think you can get into that spot that has all of those amazing water power-ups and everything and a whole bunch of lives. No, you can't get in there. Or at least if you do, it's a one-way trick. One-way trick. One-way Shrek. In fact, that's like the one of the criticisms I'd weigh upon the Mario movies. I really would have preferred less pop music, less licensed music, and more Mario music. I cannot really take Holding Out for a Hero too seriously anymore. You know what? I might be able to pull this off. It might take a while, though. This is probably not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. This is a really dumb thing to do. But I pulled it off. Oh, hey, Luigi. You know, I really should have noticed that more quickly. Is there a midway? I think there was. We'll find out in a sec, I guess. It was an odd choice. Yes, it was. Yeah, it took me a little bit to notice. Sorry, I got distracted by the slope. It's one of those things where he still has the same rough Mario shape. On the other hand, I will say I did like No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I think that was a perfectly fine choice for one of the scenes, as far as like licensed music goes. A lot more appropriate than the hero song. Though, given that that was more of the platforming area, it probably should have just been, you know, normal Mario music. Apparently, I didn't try this pipe earlier. That is my bad. Yeah, Take On Me was also a weird choice. Like, I like Take On Me, but it was a weird choice. I get the feeling like, at some point, someone was basically like, look, you're gonna have to do some percentage of licensed music. Here's our choices. Go. Like, here's the short list. Go. And they just kind of wrote around it. Still not good, but could be a lot worse. Dang it, I'm really hoping to get that 50. Alright, let's see where the pipe goes, and then I'll choose what to do next. Goes to Ice World. Nuts to that. Presently nuts to that. We're gonna go back and backtrack into the forest and swamp a bit further, I think. Talking about Shrek, after all. Yoshi can't climb vines. Looks like you're gonna have to dismount him and go get him for another level. Sorry, please forgive. I mean, there's a blue shell right there, so clearly we could have taken Yoshi somewhere. This I vaguely remember. Since this is a vertical level, I probably should go check the other side down there really quick before I get too far into it. As expected, there is something here. Something worthwhile. Got one more, then you're out of Kingdom Hearts 2 shenanigans. Alright, lay it on me. That was not the direction and velocity I was hoping for out of that. Keep jumping. Oddly pleasant music. I don't know why. Mario 2 just works for me. The off-color vines, though, kind of bug me. I keep thinking they're background objects, but they're clearly not. Oh, I got it already. Cool. Cool, cool. Interesting. Alright, so I can... So both sides are actually independent. So we gotta go back and do the other side. Dang it. Summons make you basically invincible. Chicken Little will throw a free potion at you whenever you fall below 40 health. Peter Pan gives you free res and regenerative healing. Stitch gives you infinite ammo or health drops. Oh, interesting. Or mana health. Genie exists. Yeah, the music is really good. Wonder how much of it is straight out of Doki Doki Panic, because I've never actually played Doki Doki Panic for more than like a minute. Oh god, my nose itches. I don't think there was a midway in all of this. Like, the levels are kind of short to justify having a midway most of the time. Intriguing. Also intriguing. Alright. I see. Ah, I see. If I didn't have a cape, this would probably be a reasonable challenge. But I get it. Oh, I should have died already, shouldn't I have? Oh, no, there was no midway. Or was there? Nope. Yet to finish SMB2? Yeah, I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. You don't have to do 100% or all stages or whatever the heck it is, but like, just kind of go through the warps. It's a relatively short game if you do the warps. I have regrets. about going into the water level. I feel like it's showing me what I'm expecting. I remember this level now. I think this is the last level I played during Chat Axe. This was definitely the last level I played. Definitely the last one. It brings back some memories. Using the old capture device. It had like 2 seconds of lag. It was terrible. Got way better capture devices now. No, I don't want to get trapped in there. Okay, I think I can leave good enough alone there. Bonk. Yeah, there's warps in SMB too. Yeah, they're actually pretty straightforward, but they're like not in really convenient places. Like, it's usually something like, move this potion to the right place, and then enter the subcon area. And then enter this pipe, random pipe. But yeah, there's warps. I mean, I think I read about it in Nintendo Power or what have you back in the day, and that's probably why I knew about it. Not really sure how I would have known about them otherwise. Because I played Mario 2 back before I would have had access to the internet by a pretty large margin. And before then, when I wanted to look up cheats, I had to go to the periodicals. Look it up on microfiche, or microfilm, of which I've never really understood the difference between. I'm certain it matters to some librarian somewhere, but it does not matter to me. Spin jumps are indeed OP. Has hidden Yoshi eggs and subcon. Oh, that's interesting. Advance seems to have like an awful lot of weird post-game content, or just extra content. You know, we got the game. It's on the Game Boy Advance. It's got to have more, or so it seems. Like the weird card reader levels. Still not sure what they were thinking with that one. I'm also not really sure what I'm thinking about this key here. I've yet to find a place to use it. This is fine. Got in the box. And I'm just carrying this thing across the goal line at this point. There's definitely a midway, but it's also a 2-exit level. So I probably can justify just beating this now that there's a big old fish fountain. Fillet of lag. Well, if I die here, it will have been the fish fountain that did me in. I hate the fish fountain so much. Alright, let's see where this takes me. That's the end of the level. Works for me. World got some new cutscenes and a nice level tracker, including Dragon Coins and Luigi. Oh, that does sound nice. I would like some level trackers that I didn't build myself. Did they actually fix up like the ability to do a Lunar Dragon Run by putting the correct number of Dragon Coins in some levels? Because like I know where the balloon is from Mario Advance. That's the other thing I know, is that's like the one cutscene I'm aware of. Okay, Lake Pollution. I don't want to go to Lake Pollution. Lake Pollution is not where I want to go. Cruisin'. Look at him go! I would rather have 2 capes. 2 capes is the ideal number of capes to have. Still don't know where I want to use that key. Probably post the pipe I went through on accident. Back to cruising. Okay, so that's just right by the midway, so let's start select. Every level besides front door and back door. I didn't even hit the damn thing. I got distracted. That was my bad. More Luigi cruising. Already got the capes. No reason to slow down. Oh, there was a reason to slow down. There was every reason to slow down. But Luigi can't drive your 55. He simply can't. The national speed limit of the United States was once 55 miles an hour. Everyone agreed it sucked and they got rid of it. Don't do capes anymore. I don't like using them too much, but they're nice to have. They work. Dragon coins turning into peach coins. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know too much about Advance. I don't like an awful lot of Advance ports just because, like, the music's changed. And I think the Game Boy Advance had, like, a slightly worse music chip than the Super Nintendo did. Which, considering it's one of, like, the best parts of the Super Nintendo, is saying something, sadly. Like, the music chip is really good. Compared to some of its contemporaries. And fish fountain time. Nothing quite like a little bit of fish fountain lag. Can I outswim the fish fountain? No, you cannot outswim the fish fountain. No, 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 you stupid fish! Those extra jumps prevented me. Huh. Okay, well, apparently this wasn't the way to go. Alright, so, didn't want to check this pipe because I think I forgot to do that, but nope, that's not the way. Super bright palettes is the main issue. Huh. Lower screen size, yeah. Doesn't have a dedicated music chip, just 4 GB channels and 2 PCM channels. Has to mix in software. Oh, ew. That's kind of bad. Let's see, where could I have missed? It's possible I didn't try this pipe. We've seen in earlier levels in this area, like, going past things is a deal. It's a thing that happens. Does the screen scroll upward? I have a cape, so I can't tell. That's not annoying. Yeah, I felt like that could have been a spot for it. Huh. Where could it be? Nice try, fish. Never mind. Do get Mario and Luigi voice clips? Huh. This music is just the best. That was not the way. No, it was not. Advance 2 was the version of World you grew up on. So it's actually flawless and perfect. Uh-huh. Doesn't have orange arms Yoshi, so it's better. It's like when they changed the color of Sonic's socks. It's the small things, really. I was thinking maybe that there would be something in the middle there? Like, some sort of vine? I don't know. I might have to come back to this one. Because, like, there's a lot of possibilities, mainly relating to these blocks at the very bottom of the screen. But they're really annoying to hit. There's nothing here that screams secret right now. I legit thought it would be after you go through the pipe, but it legit wasn't. I hate Hammer Bros. Okay, where could this be? So it either has to be backwards from here, or it has to be forwards through the pipe. I haven't seen anything that really, aside from that weird clover leaf, would suggest something. Yeah, I got snubbed twice in a row, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I feel like the dang thing might just be off screen. Somewhere. I don't know. I'm not certain. But I also really don't want to have to hit each and every single one of those dang blocks. So I'm still thinking as Luigi jumps like a dolphin. Can't catch hammers while holding something else. I've caught a hammer once or twice in my life. Probably wasn't worth it. Get like the formations here. If the level was gonna scroll, it would scroll. Would it scroll when I'm on top of one of those? Guess it doesn't hurt to try. I don't want to get all the way over there. That'll trigger the fish fountain, though. Okay, I don't think the level scrolls. Got a couple different boxes. I guess that one doesn't trigger the fish fountain. Must have been the prior one, or the next one. I'm trying to think of where it could possibly be. Truly majestic. Eh. Where in the world is this silly object? I feel like there's a bunch... Oh. Well, you know, still gotta find the damn thing. It's kind of rushing through this because the fish fountain. Maybe not having a key will make it a bit easier to hit these boxes. See if we can figure out where we're supposed to go. So I am actually lost on this one. Like, I might just have to come back. Yep, I think I'm just gonna have to come back. I really do not know where to search for additional keyholes. Just when you think the fish are over. Have I checked into the fridge? No, sadly I haven't. But it's always the last place you look, so I'm certain I'll find it eventually. There's enough other area of this game I need to beat that I don't think I should dwell too much upon this. And if I really cared, I could just pull up Xandro's site and look. Where in the world is the keyhole? I actually thought about playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego when I did the educational stream. But the problem is I don't own the right almanac. Or any almanac at all, because almanacs are kind of silly in this day and age. But you really have to have the right one, or else it's very challenging to beat Carmen Sandiego, because you need to know what the population of Bangladesh is. And the population of Bangladesh is probably not the same number as it was in, like, 1989 when the game was published. Hooray for the surprisingly lucrative Pollution Lake. A different option would have been to play Where in North Dakota is Carmen Sandiego, which doesn't have that problem because all of its databases are online. So, like, if you want to look up the population of Fargo, you can. And it's just there already in the game for you. Very convenient, you know, if you want to learn about North Dakota. devs didn't update. Yeah, you know, you could do that. You could, like, go and reverse engineer the stuff and figure out, release, like, the yearly versions of Carmen Sandiego a la Madden if you really wanted to. But I don't feel the need to do so for some reason. Wouldn't really be the dumbest hack, I suppose. Be a bit silly, but, you know, it's not the silliest hack I've ever seen. One of my nephews asked me, what's a ROM hack? And the example I ended up giving was the, Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong, the wall hack. Which is truly a silly ROM hack. It makes sense if you've seen the movie, but I really don't recommend seeing the movie. Just absolutely not worth it. I don't think there was a midway. The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall. There's a movie based loosely upon the album. There's parts of it that are entertaining. The final scene, the trial, is pretty interesting, and that's what the heck is based upon. Mario's been replaced with Pink. Peach has been replaced with Pink's wife, which is its own can of beans. And Donkey Kong's been replaced by a asshole with legs. As I say, it makes sense in the context of the movie, but you have to have seen the movie. Cool, fast pipes. Fast pipes and semi-solids. Okay, got it. Or solid pipes. I thought these were background pipes. See? Live here, nothing to learn about, just farmland. That's your game request? You requested updated version. I am not writing an updated version of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego just to play it on stream once. It might not actually be that challenging. Since they released it for an awful lot of different platforms, it's not unlikely they probably had some sort of system to make it not terribly difficult to port. There's probably a they probably use like standard strings and stuff. It's not unlikely. Okay, I actually wanted a Fuzzy Beetle. This. But yeah. It's a classic for a reason. The ROM hack, not the movie. I would not recommend the movie. The ROM hack at least is a few minutes of amusement. But one of those classic, you know, it was like ROM pit games. Back when something awful did that kind of thing. I believe the article I saw was on iMockery, which I don't know if it's still up or anything. Suspect that it hasn't been updated seriously in years, because most people's websites like that eventually languish. I'd say this is a 2-exit level, but then I realized it's a pipe level, which means I have no idea how many exits it has. I just know that it has pipes. That worked out. Credit warp pipe yet? No, I have not. Am I sure I've checked every pipe? No, I'm not. Oh, that sucks. Oh, dude, remember this thing? The magic balloon? The thing that makes you fatter, yet lighter somehow? Float around with it. Float around the screen with it. Oh, hooray. Balloon level! No one looks good as a balloon. No one. Poor Luigi. Poor Luigi. Okay, this level definitely had a midway, so I'm just gonna die here. I've actually had someone execute the, I've seen Snyder execute the warp pipe thing. The credit warp pipe in SMB3 once. Oh, Rosalina, this is better. Happened to be over and wanted to try since he had learned it. Still really cool when you see it. No one wants to see this, but your morbid curiosity. It's not... I think something may have gone wrong. Because I see Mario's, like, face in there. But I don't know why. Yeah, something has clearly gone wrong. I got lucky. Really lucky. Maybe it's her hair, it just looked weird. Check out all the pipes. I definitely tried to check most of the pipes in that level. There were a lot of pipes in that level. There's possibility I missed one. Not going to put it as a high possibility, but there's possibility I missed one. But I found all the dragon coins. I don't believe... I'm going to guess because of how the map is structured, there isn't a second exit. It's possible, but I don't think there is. But if I'm wrong, yeah, so be it. I saw you. I saw you doing your thing. I knew you were going to fall down, you silly triangle. Do-do-do-do-do. The dry bones needed his exercise, and I just kicked him off the Stairmaster. Poor bastard. Poor bastard. Hey, oh, I got tricked there, though. Darn it. Mistakes were made. See the other Dorito. Huh. Apparently you still jump the same height out of water regardless of your height, a normal height. Not what I was expecting. Alright, yeah, no, I couldn't pull that off. The lightly devilish Seymour. You looked in Lunar Magic. Oh, you're telling me there's actually another exit and I didn't check every single pipe? Oh, man. Mistakes were made. Oh, hey, pipe. Yeah, for this at least I'd probably use Xander's Sight just because I could get away with it. I doubt that the location of such a thing is moved. This reminds me a lot of that one fortress in Mario 3. You know the one where, like, you can go down every pipe, and it takes you to a place where you're trying to find the one pipe that takes you to a door. In fact, my plan here was to grab the power-up, which I felt was probably in my best interest. Then we'll see about trying to up-pipe this. I can't hold there. Moves at the same as falling speed. Yep, I'm in the sewers. You can see they're full of poo gas. Didn't up-pipe well enough, I don't think. Gotta press A when I bop it. Yeah, definitely an homage. This particular level feels like an homage to that one fortress in World 3. I think it's the first fortress. I think that one has 2 fortresses. Maybe. I just keep fucking this up. Yeah, okay, I think I've tried up-piping that well enough. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My guess is I just had to figure out the correct pipe. And then that door will take me up to the big door. So let's stop being silly and actually push buttons, like spin jump, which was what I intended to do there. And by stop being silly, I mean immediately try every single pipe to make this an n-squared thing. You know the answer. Ah. Oh, to this particular thing, or did I miss a pipe in the other area? If I did miss a pipe in the other area, I would appreciate if you tell me, because I'm going to have to go back and check at some point. Okay, that's that one. We'll go through that one last. I want to say it was the third one in that one, too, actually. Did miss a pipe, a very obvious pipe. Okay. Fair enough. We'll have to go back. Really need to find that last dragon coin now. Okay, I've been through that one. Hey, look, last dragon coin. If I die now, I don't particularly care. Which is handy. There's the third pipe. You know, I bet the obvious pipe was in the middle of the balloon section. I don't think I checked enough things in the balloon section. Alright, cool. Decided to check midway, and then we'll beat this, and then we'll go figure out what the deal with the pipe was. No. Oh, that was free too? Huh. Could be getting 2 power-ups per pipe traversal. The solution? No, I figured it out. It's right here. Unless you're telling me there's also another secret in this one, too, in which case, man, this game has a lot of secrets. I'm gonna kill this Boo first. That's the plan. Just start with his silly tongue out. Oh, that was not smart. Thankfully, Boos have no collision, which makes them trivial to fight. Oh my. This is literally the only dangerous thing in this level, and now it's dead. Curious. Why would you give this to me? Can I kill the Boo with this? No, I've never tried to kill a Boo with a star, but... yeah, I kind of figured that wouldn't work. Oh, the secret exit? Ah, now. I'll at least flail around for a few minutes. Feel I owe it to this game to try and figure out on its terms, at least to start with. But there's definitely two-ish things I need to go and figure out. The secret exit for the first water level, or the leftward water level, and then if there's a secret exit in the pipe thingy. You said if I tried every pipe. There are spikes? I mean, they're not in a position to actually harm you when you're fighting the Boo on his terms. Like, it's 3 spikes in a row. You just have to not run into them. See? I ran into them because I was trying to bop all of those blocks. So, kind of different. It was nice he was throwing off bigger fireballs. You know, credit where credit's due, he tried, but, you know, still a jumper piranha plant. The second world wasn't as wacky, but something seemed off. That large pipe factory seemed to be polluting their land. Our plumber needs fresh air. With a strike of genius, he goes into a volcano. What? Needs fresh air. I'm going to the volcano. No! That's not where you get fresh air at all. Alright, let us try Pipe Dream. There's a power-up here. There's an obvious pipe I missed. Could be a small pipe. I don't always check the small pipes perfectly. I do want to use that star, unlike last time. Where I just kind of, you know, chilled out with it. I think it's post-midway is my guess, if there is something interesting. Oh, you didn't mean this level? You meant the other one? Oh. Well, fair enough. An obvious pipe that I missed. That makes it a lot easier than this one. When you said you've checked every pipe, I thought you meant in the prior level. Which, yeah, you know what? I definitely could have missed a pipe. That level was full of them. It was the pipe level. That doesn't connect, does it? No, that doesn't connect. You couldn't enter that pipe by standing on top of this block. You couldn't do it. Was thinking P-switches. Was thinking P-switches. I think I found it. Okay, well, that was something. I don't know if I'd call that necessarily obvious, but in retrospect, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, man. Not one of my brighter moments. Don't jump on the fish. There's something about fish in me. You just gotta jump on them. Alright. Yeah, I think with this, I'll have largely completed World... Why did I do that? World 2. I think there's a little bit of up on that mushroom, otherwise I would have gotten hosed. Convenient. It's about like trying to clear the way, but then I realized I'm probably not going to die to these guys. Alright, so here's the clear, obvious thing to do. Get the midway. Because I'm going to need it anyway. Get the key. And bobble my way to success. Mostly. Mostly bobbling. And that explains the upper path up there, too. Like, that's why you would take that, is because you already have the key and the water's high enough you could get there. Which didn't quite work out for me, but you know what? It'll be fine. Under the fish. Goes to catch the fish. You cannot sell the fish. There we go. Don't know about you, but you'd call that pretty obvious. I mean, this hack has had other such structures that struck me as there is something here, like boxes of coins, or linear paths of coins and things like that. Yeah, this is a second world is complete. Things like that. Excellent. Pipe dream. I assume I'll get to the wintry world if I wait long enough anyway. Let's check out this level. You're doing me a real perfect job there, Mr. Maru. It is dangerous in here, though. Like, insanely hot. And moist. Maybe, are volcanoes moist? No, they're the opposite of moist. Sometimes they're in, like, moist areas, like Hawaii's pretty moist. It has volcanoes. That might be why they steam so much. Moisture in the air interacting with all the heat in the volcano. Something like that. Sounds plausible, at least. Wonder if this works off to the Switch Palace, or I could have gotten to it through the Ice World. There are questions I have. Many, many questions. Release the moles! Okay, I released them. The pipe level has a secret exit too? Aw, man, I knew I should have checked something there. Like I said, I don't think I got all of the exits. Or all of the... didn't check all the pipes, especially around the P-balloon section. Because I just didn't have time to. It's possible. Either that or a secret exit leads somewhere there. I suspect that it just has an exit. It's the kind of level that should have a secret exit. Didn't see a good spot for a secret exit there. Chuck Calamity. All right, let's try this one again. And then we'll go look at the pipes one more time. The pipes are calling after all. Louder and sadder. Oh, Danny boy. Oh, Bender's funeral. Great Futurama moment. Bender's fake funeral. Alright, if I were a secret, where would I be? I think I might not have... Wait a second. Did I try this pipe? I did. Well, I did now. If I were a secret, I might hide up there with the mole people. So I'll shred this just in case. Yeah, we've already seen this trick once in this hack. Hello, secret. I think there was a midway. But I'm not paying a good enough attention. I'm so used to levels having midways. Yes, it's a Futurama reference. My lack of sense. I hope it was in reference to the Futurama reference, not my inability to find pipes. There's also that bit from one of the Whitest Kids You Know sketches where it's like, sadder, or was it happier and with your mouth wider open? It's supposed to be like a cop procedural, and it gets really awkward really fast. Midway here. I think I tried all these pipes. Million effing pipes. I didn't try the ones underneath him, I don't think. Okay, I just tried those now. There's a pipe there. That purple pipe is intriguing. I could get over there with a balloon. That's it. Both apply, yeah. There we go. Hack has a very high exit density. Or just a secret, for the sake of secreting. Either way, something I need to see. No, never mind, that's not an exit, it's a fast pipe! And somehow I managed to live while holding that. That's kind of cool. Okay, well that was a secret. Oh, that's always fun. The coin on top of the block remains solid. I wonder if I'm seeing... Oh, I did see this part of the level earlier. This is right near the start. You know, I was wondering what was up with that. I saw the two Koopas up there. The fuck is going on? Well, maybe going to another part of the level will unbreak it. I'm gonna open that up. Alright, well that was weird. That was a thing that happened. Not sure how I feel about it, but okay. Kind of assumed that'd be where the secret was. I think something went wrong with the fast pipes. The fast pipes have some sort of... do occasionally have, like, weird things happen. This is a pretty obvious pipe. Nope, it's not an obvious pipe. Okay, check this one. Yeah, I'm not so certain there's a secret exit here unless, like, unless that other one... Let's not do that, thank you. Go somewhere. Pat cast stop. Pat hits himself in confusion. Don't flip it now. Okay. Now, let me take a look real quick. I want to see just go look on Xander's site. Because I ain't used it in a while, and it's a fun website. Let's see, what level am I in? Something pipe something? Pipe. Illegible. Does say pipe though. Oh right, JavaScript. Possible. No, I want to keep the music. Alright, so here's specifically the link to this hack needs a name. And Xandro used to run the SMW DB, which was pretty cool back in the day. So you could like look at these, so you could pull up these images really quick if you needed them. But he quit SMW a while ago, and I hadn't seen him in forever. Level looks pretty normal. There's a few sub-levels attached, which is a little bit weirder. I think those are just exits into the level. But I don't see any, like, keys. Only other thing I could probably look at would just be the map. That's useful here. But you are correct, there is an edge. A few edges I'm missing. But things I can collect later, or maybe there's, like, secrets that look right. Maybe there's a place that tells me about some of these secrets, because I'm not seeing an obvious pipe to go to beyond that one that broke space and time. But it doesn't show exit data, which would be the thing I actually need. But it also doesn't indicate that it goes to another place. Like, it looks like the level's entirely self-contained. And I don't see another, you know, big exit area, and I don't really see a spot where there would be any sort of, Oh, okay, I did that to myself. That's completely fair. Any spot where I see a keyhole. Let's see if I broke it again. Nope, no idea what happened with that. But like I said, if there's an exit that I need to go to, I'll have to find it later, because I'm not seeing it now. Give you an idea of there being a secret? Is our path that leads in and out in Lunar Magic. It's also possible that there's a back path that unlocks later when I get to that pipe. It's a thing that could happen, but I don't know for sure. There's probably more secrets to find, but I don't know them yet. But yeah, I might poke around in Lunar Magic and look at that specific level just to make it easy. But for the time being, we're rounding about 3:30, and I need to be heading to bed. My sleep schedule isn't completely fucked yet from traveling, so I am going to go enjoy the slide in a way that was unintended. And save my progress. And we'll figure that out later this week. Might be a Friday stream or a Saturday stream for this, I'm not sure. Dark Souls is going to take a while, and I need to talk to Louie about scheduling, especially if I'm going to go back to the East Coast later in May. But, let's see, what was our progress? 23, that's not terrible. Good start. Good start.